Hello everybody, hope that you're all doing well today. Like I said, I would be back again for a second stream. Give me a minute here, trying to find a good spot for my mouse. There we go, that'll do. So yeah, I am back again. And as you can see, we are gonna do, like I said earlier, the high-grade Gundam Astaroth from Iron-Blooded Orphans Gecko. I don't know why it just says Iron-Blooded Orphans on the box, but it is what it is. As usual, I've got, as what I'm going to do now from my Gunpla, I've got what the model is actually supposed to look like right there in the right for you guys. Get our wonderful instruction manual with the pilot for it, you know, Archie Mirage. We remember him and the Astaroth from our SD Gundam Cross Race playthrough. Mr. Hard to Talk to Women Misogyny, using a super asymmetrical mobile suit. Okay. Not too many runners, so it shouldn't be too bad. I've only ever built one other kit from Iron-Blooded Orphans before, and I gave that one away as a Christmas gift. But it was interesting. Alright. Caps. Yeah, sorry if everything is scattered, as usual. You know how these Gunpla streams go. They're always a little weird. And I'm not using my microphone. I am using my headset mic, so if I sound weird, blame it on that. Okay, that is B. There's A. I also need C. Okay. I have not built since I went to visit a friend, and I ended up building that Gundam Hello Kitty thing I've been holding on to for quite a while. So I have been itching to build something. I mean itching. I don't call this stuff plastic crack for no reason. When you gotta build, you gotta build. Okay, how the hell? Turn my light up a little more. There, now I can see what I'm doing. Looks like it goes there. Maybe dumb. Oh. The instructions show go in at an angle and then down. See how much of a good start we're on already. All right. Interesting. Okay, so Gundam Astaroth. In the universe of Iron-Blooded Orphans, unlike most universes where mobile suits are made first and then eventually they make gigantic mobile armors, which are more or less glorified tanks in a way. In Iron-Blooded Orphans' case, it was the mobile armors that were created first, and then mobile suits made after them. But in IBO's case, it was due to the fact that mobile armors had onboard AI, and for whatever reason, they decided they were all gonna kill humanity. It's like, they're people? Kill. Don't really know why. It wasn't really explained why that was a thing. But it was. And partially due to the beam weapons these mobile armors had, they needed something that would be able to both penetrate the mobile armor's armor, while also staying safe from the beam attacks, which were pretty much able to disintegrate damn near anything. So they used something called nano-laminate armor and put it on their mobile suits, which dispersed beams very, very effectively and then just kind of became standard equipment on all mobile suits afterward. The main thing, though, with these good old mobile armors was they were very hard to kill, just in general, even with mobile suits. So there were some mobile suits that were made that were, well, fairly overpowered based off of their frame. In IBO, mobile suits are powered by something called an Ahab reactor. Pretty much every mobile suit just used one, and it gave it sufficient power to do what it needed to do. However, when it came to what is known as the Gundam frames, they, in fact, used 2 Ahab reactors, giving them obviously twice the power of a regular mobile suit. Couple that with the special Alaya Vignana system that let a pilot literally plug into the suit to make just their thoughts move the suit a lot quicker with actual human reflexes, and actually just make the suit move a lot more human-like. The Gundam frames were incredibly strong and really did help to quell the mobile armor uprising, essentially. They made 72 Gundam frames and named them all after demons from the Ars Goetia. So you had stuff like number 1, which was the Baal. And you also have stuff like Flaurus, Cremerie, Barbatos, Gusion, Chimaris, etc. Astaroth was number 29, I'm pretty sure. So it's the 29th Gundam frame made, armed, and sent out into battle against the mobile armors. And it survived that conflict, becoming kind of like the house suit for a family. Because a lot of the ruling families of what was the military for like the entire world and beyond for a long while, a lot of these ruling families had a Gundam under them as a position of power, because many of these families grew to prominence after that, during that war, because of their use of a Gundam. And so this one family did have the Astaroth, and it stayed in their family for, years and years, until a scandal broke out. They were accused of embezzlement. They were stripped of pretty much all their titles and wealth and everything, including the Astaroth. The surviving member of said family, after that all went down, wanted to basically just reclaim some of his family's position. But most importantly, he wanted the Astaroth back. He just wanted it back because it had been in his family for so damn long. He eventually had to turn to a crime boss that had connections with his family, and he managed to get the Astaroth back for him. Unfortunately, during that time, the Astaroth was put onto the black market and sold off bit by bit. By the time he got the Astaroth back, it was just the frame. No weapons, no armor, nothing. So in the meantime, the Astaroth ended up in its current form, as you can see. Asymmetrical. It's using parts and pieces from different mobile suits to make up its armor and weaponry, just to have it be a thing. And then it was from there that Gecko kind of takes off. RG Mirage ends up becoming the pilot for it. And, they slowly track down the pieces of the Astaroth from other suits that they end up fighting. And it doesn't matter what they're doing, when that guy sees pieces that belong to the Astaroth, he tells RG that that is your priority, get me those pieces now. Even if they're on the run, fighting for their lives, is like, wait, that's something from the Astaroth. RG, get it now. Don't care what you're doing, get it. Yeah, they got a bunch. And at least in the supplementary materials that, just for Gecko, he did manage to bring the Astaroth up to what they claim to be 80% of its original form. So he got most of everything back. And he was feeling good about himself. It's like, hey, I got my family shit back. Then the Astaroth was stolen. And once again had its stuff sold off. Not nearly as badly, but it ended up going into another more asymmetrical look again, by the time they got it back. Again. With them ending up calling it the Astaroth Renascimento. So, Astaroth Renaissance. But we're not building the Renascimento today. We are building just the regular Astaroth in its, current form. Well, in what its current form was at the beginning of Gecko. Good old blue and white with a little dash of red thrown in. So yeah, that's like all the history about the Astaroth, more or less. It's an okay suit. It's not super spectacular. It doesn't have anything crazy going for it like the Barbatos in what's it called? Just in the main series. It's just, hey, it's that suit with the asymmetry going on. And I think I put this thing on there backwards. Did I? So. It's freaking glare on this thing. This so much. Use a glossy thing for their instruction manual, so sometimes it's hard to see if you have a light directly on it. And yeah, I put his midsection in backwards. Hopefully it's not too hard to get off. Oh, perfect. Not at all. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, now you're just super loose. Sorry about this. This thing is just annoying. annoying to just line up properly. That's better. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Okay, so now we pop in his neck joint. And then we throw on his chest. Gundam frames are strangely designed. They have a very, very thin waist. Then everything just kind of splays out from there. In fact, all of the Gundam frame, like just all the Gundam kits that use the Gundam frame in HG all share the same parts. So their inner skeleton is all the same. You could literally just swap armor pieces around if you felt like it. Give yourself a even more custom machine. But I don't have any other Gundam frame style kits, so I cannot do that. The best I can do is just swap out whole limbs or whatnot that have the same polycap size. Alright, yeah, there's the Astaroth's body. Very empty looking. Now we make the head. Not 100% sure how long this will actually end up taking. I'm gonna assume about 2 hours. Like every other kit I've done. That isn't the Sinanju. Cause, oh my god. That thing. Ugh. Y'all know. That was like 5 hours of me fiddling around with goddamn stickers. But it's still one of the most impressive kits I have done. It does stand out the most out of like all of them. For just how shiny he is. He stands out as much as the gold frame, a Matsumina, and the Gundam Narrative Apex. The Matsumina because it's jet black and very glossy, and the Narrative Apex because it is huge. And I mean huge. Give this guy a nice little mouth. And I mean little, like, oh my god. I've eventually got to work my way up to making bigger kits. Like a master grade. Just so some of the pieces aren't literally as tiny as this. But because they're bigger, they would take up more room on my shelf. They would also cost a lot more. Good God. 18. Oh my God, I cannot see what I'm fucking doing. I'm actually really annoyed. Okay, where the fuck am I? There we go. I need like a light behind me almost, or just like more in front. I don't, because the glare from this does not help, and then I've got my ceiling light behind me. That just obviously makes me cast a shadow over what I'm doing. And then a lot of these runners being dark like this does not help in the slightest. Let me just tilt that up a little more. Just because you know how I tend to bring these parts in close to my face as I do this, and then y'all can't see what the hell I'm doing. That's D. There's E. Hoping that was the right one. Right spot? Yeah, it was. There we go. The, Astaroth's head. If my camera will focus. Which it never will. It never wants to focus when I bring something close to it. Come on. Look at this. Look what's in my hand. Yeah. Do I like Mudkip? I like Mudkip. How you doing, Hylian? Oh, your head is just on there. There we go. Astaroth has a body and a head now. Just had dinner and chilling. Nice, nice. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy going on. Just doing a second stream of the day to build this up because I had some stuff come in. Alright, now I build arms. And 6. Oh, I forgot to say it again, but music is provided by the Relax Movement on YouTube for your DMCA and copyright-free lo-fi music. I've got them in my About Me down below. So all you gotta do is credit them if you use them in your description. So, well, I got them there forever. Their music is perfect for the Gunpla streams and for, like, just chatting. Okay, that's part of an arm. Ah, you were already ready to come off your runner. Hey, Dr. Dinosaur. Yep. Chill Gundam vibes. Nope, wrong way. There we go. Get in the hole and get in your home. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're gonna fight me this whole time now, aren't you? There we go. That works. Also love the shirt. It's one of your favorite beers. I only have this shirt because I was picking up beer at the beer store and it said, comes with a free shirt. Sold. I'll take free swag. God, I remember back in the day when... Just, like, I mean, it was, like, way back in the day, like, the 90s. Oh. My grandfather would pick up a case of OV from the beer store, and it would come with free fishing lures. It's like, why is there any cool stuff like that in beer cases anymore? Now it's mostly just shirts. Give us more stuff like, you know, fishing lures again. There's one problem I've heard about all the Iron-Blooded Orphan kits, especially the Gundam ones, having a problem with. And that's that over time, their joints become incredibly loose. Like, specifically the Iron-Blooded Orphans ones, all the time. It's like after like maybe 2 years, their joints are just, they can't hold jack shit. I've got a feeling it's because of all the oversized weapons they use. Put that on backwards. There we go. That's better. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Astaroth uses something called a bastard chopper. Oh no, that's the Astaroth on Nascimento. This guy just uses the demolition knife, which you can see it on the picture right here. It's on his back, folded up. That is not a knife. It's not a knife. That is a fucking sword. In no way, shape, or form could that be considered the knife. The Astaroth has a knife. On the runner? Yeah. Yeah, right there. The Astaroth has a small knife. These parts make up the demo knife. A demo knife is not a fucking knife. It is a goddamn sword. So stop lying to me. Never watched Gundam much, but can never turn down Gundam chill vibes. Hell yeah. It is easily one of probably my favorite series. Probably easily tied with Jurassic Park and Star Wars, which is my favorite franchise of all time. I like my giant robots. I also get to build these giant robots too, so even better. Okay. And then an arm part goes here. Gundam is a very good series. Obviously, you got your flashy mech battles and whatnot, but it does have that overlying theme of, you know, war is bad. It's kind of the whole point of it. Besides selling, you know, toys. It is very much war is bad, there are no winners, only losers kind of thing. No one truly wins in a war. I mean, Gundam did create the real robot genre, which at the time was being dominated by super robots. And then here it comes along, this is just a machine, it can only do so much. Also, this is an actual war, everything we do is gonna kill people. Look at this, episode 10, and our protagonist is very clearly suffering from PTSD. Alright, Astaroth has an arm. So let's pop it in. And he's starting to take shape. Very asymmetrical shape, but it's a shape nonetheless. Now we're gonna get the asymmetry of this thing. Just from the next shoulder I make. It's not in white, it's in blue, and it's fucking huge. And also a lot easier to line up. That's a shoulder. That's a fucking shoulder. Definitely know why people like Gundam. Personally can't wrap my head around big political epics in any genre. Yeah, fair enough. It's not for everybody. Oh, G Gundam? That is basically, hey, here's Dragon Ball Z, but with robots. And Thunderbolt is technically set in the same universe as the original Gundam, but the designs are radically different. And I mean, it still has that theme, but holy fuck, that jazz. Just that jazz. Just play fucking jazz music while our protagonist murders people. Yeah, our protagonist is not exactly a good guy in Thunderbolt. He's kind of a psychopath, and he's been given a death machine. You kind of start rooting for the bad guys. Just because they're a little more sympathetic. But then G Gundam is amazing because it gave us such wonderful things like the frickin' the Tequila Gundam. A Gundam representing Neo Mexico. It has a sombrero, a bandito mustache, cactus elements. Oh, the Nether Gundam, yes. It is just a giant windmill. Its entire strategy was to just turn into windmill form and stay hidden amongst the windmills to help win the tournament. Just a giant fucking windmill with arms, legs, and a face. Come on, Bandai. Give us our Nether Gundam model kit. We want it. You know we want it. And then there's the absolutely amazing Gundam representing Neo Sweden. The Nobel Gundam. Which is just Sailor Moon. Pretty much. What that has to do with Sweden? I don't know. Why is the pilot a blue-haired girl named Allenby Beardsley? I don't know. Is it cool? Yes. Does it make sense? Nope. But fuck you, it's G Gundam. It doesn't have to make sense. How about Neo Germany's frickin' representative, the Shadow Gundam, piloted by a guy named Schwartz Bruder, who fights using German ninjutsu. I'm not making that up. He is a German ninja. They just did whatever the hell they wanted with frickin' G Gundam. Now these arms are almost done. So because of how the frames inside of just like the Iron-Blooded Orphans Gundam model kits are, you can literally swap armor pieces around. They will all connect to each other, so it is actually possible to make yourself a more symmetrical Astaroth if you have two of the same kit. So you can make it with 2 white arms or 2 of these blue arms. They will work. Holland Gundam. Also, hey, Brozard. How's it going? Which one was Holland's Gundam? Oh yeah, the Nether Gundam, Dodoy. Can we add Woody from Toy Story as the head? If I had it, yes. And give him his good old creepy face too. So there we are. Astaroth is almost done. When you make Gunpla, do they give you extra parts? A lot of the times, not really. A lot of their kits, especially wholly brand new ones, will have enough parts just to make the kit and its accessories. If it's a variant kit of something that's already existed, sometimes you might get a few extra little bits here and there. Usually it's weapons, sometimes it could be just alternate armor if it's just a slight retooling of a previous kit. Hilariously enough, with a kit called the Gundam Shining Break, just to get some parts in a clear color, instead of just segmenting a different runner just all in clear plastic, they ended up reprinting like 90% of the kit in the box. Just for the few little parts they wanted in a different clear color, so if you have extra joint pieces, you can in fact make a second one of that kit. It's nuts. They usually don't go to that extreme ever. It's usually just maybe a few little things here and there. It's like, oh, now you got an extra gun or something. Especially with the Build Fighters variants. But in Astaroth's case, the most I think I might have is maybe just some stuff left on this A runner, which is the frame. But even then, I doubt it. Moving on to the feet now. Gunpla is not really designed for kit bashing then? Kind of it is. I mean, a lot of custom stuff is technically kit bashes. Like, just the very simple thing I could potentially do. Let's see, which end? Yeah, this'll work. Like, if I just take my OG Gundam here, just popped off his one arm, I'll pop off Astaroth's arm, and yeah, it fits. It's got the polycap, so just very simple stuff like that you can do out of box. If you want to go above and beyond, though, with actual straight-up kit bashing, then you gotta be a little more creative. Actually snip out the specific things, get your, little miniature model cement and whatnot. Some people, in fact, make their own parts with just the pla plate, which is the Gunpla plastic, but there's literally sheets of it. Cut it out yourself. If you know about the anime Knights of Sidonia, the guy who wrote that, he spent a lot of time just designing the mech before actually making the actual, series itself, and he did that by just buying a whole bunch of model kits and just kind of throwing things together. Even saying he bought entire kits just to take one part out of it, and then that was it. Yeah, actually, I'll take a... let's see. See what I can find some kind of customs in here. Just a quick Google search. Some customs obviously are just a simple, hey, here it is in a different color. Others obviously will go above and beyond. Jesus Christ, I love this. That's not what I wanted. Open image in new tab. I'm gonna save that right there. Okay. Like, here's someone's customs. These were all Gundam kits. And he made it a bunch of DBZ stuff. Or they.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful. Discovery 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Like, holy shit. I can identify some of these too. The Trunks is using the Tall Geese as a base. Majin Buu has got parts of the Origins gun tank. Can't quite tell what Cell is. Frieza using parts of a Zogak. Yeah. This is crazy. Like, I mean, they have competitions for this stuff. Like, every year they have a Gunpla, like, championship. But I went to the Gundam base, they had some of that stuff, obviously, on display, and one of them was, Perseus? I think it was Perseus. Perseus fighting Medusa. There are no such kits of Perseus and Medusa. Let me see if I can find a picture of that. Alright, it's not gonna be the greatest picture, but it's close enough. Just do my addy add. It's gonna be huge, obviously, this picture. So... like, look at that. That is all custom from God knows what kits. Even making the Medusa tail. Yeah. People are very, very talented. And you can kind of see in the reflection, actually, even behind the Medusa, there actually is one that's just a praying mantis. Yeah, people are insane. Actually, let's see if I can get closer into this. Just gotta make it huge. Oh, I didn't even know there was one here that was petrified. That makes it even better. They got another one just part of the display base. And obviously they do all their own weathering. Like, just holy shit. They go absolutely ham. And I love it. You can see the guy taking the picture. And you can kind of see other stuff they've got on display. Which are obviously other contest winners, but like, fuck. Perseus and Medusa just wins, in my opinion. So, kit bashing is definitely a thing. Just takes a little more effort. The IBO stuff, though, because it shares a... They share pretty much the same frame all the armor pieces kind of go onto. They're a little easier to bash together that way. Make your own customs. So if I had other Iron-Blooded Orphans kits, I could take like the leg armor from the Barbatos, mix it with the arm armor of the Astaroth, the chest armor of the Flowerus, and then use the head armor of something like the Bale. We've had a grand total of 4 different shows that focus solely on custom Gunpla. The Build Fighters, Fighters Try, Divers, and Divers Re-Rise. It's all about people that make Gunpla, custom ones, and then battle them out. It's actually watching that show that got me into finally buying some kits. And it helps spawn the phrase that is oh so true. Gunpla is freedom. You are limited only by your imagination. You can do literally anything you want. The only thing holding you back is yourself. One of these days I'll buy a Build Fighters kit. Build one of those. Then I'll actually have a few extra parts kind of lying around. Because they generally reprint the entire previous kit. Maybe in a slightly different color, and then add separate different runners just for the newer parts. Actually, at the Gundam Exia model kit I have, I've technically bought that thing 4 times. Because I have the Exia itself. I have its alternate equipment, the Exia Avalanche Dash, which still had all the parts to make the regular Exia. It just had a whole bunch of extra stuff. I have the Gundam Astaroth, which is, Astria, which is Exia's prototype, and surprise, surprise, it just came with extra parts, still has all the stuff for Exia, in fact, still has all of Exia's old weapons that one doesn't use. And then the Astria Type F, which is the Astria, but in red, with a few extra stuff. So I have the Exia's weapons in red. So if I really wanted to, I could have made Exia 4 separate times, one time it being pure red. Christ, the formation I have the Astria Type F in is the Type F2, where it actually uses Exia parts. So it looks even more like Gundam Exia. The Astria actually didn't even start off as its own kit. It actually began as just here's extra parts for a conversion kit for your Exia if you wanted. And then they went with a regular release kit. That was just here's the conversion parts, but inside a box with it already. And then you got the people that make and sell custom resin conversion sets. So let's just take this base unit, like just buy this base model kit, and then buy our resin conversion set to make it different for like some variant that they never made a model kit of, or only shows up in a manga for like a minute. Like, I'm just gonna pull another example off. Like, this guy here, the Gundam Raphael. Its entire top backpack thing comes off. And in the movie this thing was in, it is actually, this whole thing is a separate Gundam. In fact, you can see the head of it right there. And it could transform into a full-on Gundam. I mean, these are the arms holding its guns. These claw things are the legs. There's its front skirt. But the model kit can't do that. A resin set, however, lets you take this, adds them in, and makes it fully transformable. So it could still rest on top of the Raphael like normal, or you could have it, you know, come apart and be a full-on mobile suit beside the Raphael. Yeah, Gunpla is insane. I mean, every kind of model kit group is insane. Just the things they can do. You are only limited by your own imagination. We just kind of shove that in there to make a foot. Cool. And I gotta do that a second time. I'm nearly done snipping all the parts off of a few runners. That didn't take very long. Again, I am in no way a professional at this. I am very much an amateur builder. But I'm not trying to impress anybody. I do this purely for fun. And I merely do this on stream because it is something I enjoy. And I like hanging out with people and kind of showing off one of my favorite hobbies. And it lets me talk with people a little easier than if I'm playing a game. It's a little hard to be derailed when just kind of putting something together and talking than it is while you're trying to play through a game. And you know, y'all know I get derailed. I will go on tangents. I'm also saying y'all a lot right now. I don't know what's up with that. But whatever, there you go. Canadian saying y'all. Just doing the same for a while. It's fun, man. Y'all's a good word.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight in the orbit of Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Three, two, one, zero, zero. Liftoff. Discovery, go and throttle up. Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
I sometimes hate putting the legs together on these guys. It's just so many steps. Just so many. Here's put these 3 parts together to make a fucking square. And then plug that into a hole. Oh, am I snipping out the right thing? I am not. So we'll stop snipping that one. isn't all the way. Is it? Oh shit, it actually isn't all the way. Weird, it just seems like there's a bit much of a space if my camera will focus on it. Like, it just seems like there's a bit much of a space between there, if you know what I mean. But that's as far as it'll go and where it needs to be. So, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna argue with the instructions. They're there for a reason. And if I try to force something, I can end up breaking it, and then I will cry. Well, not really. I won't actually cry, I'll just be very, very upset with myself. I don't need to try to super glue another piece back together. Fucking Gundam Plutone. Damn front skirts just had to break on me. Right on camera, too. How does it want this to go? Okay, we're finally off the first 2 pages. Fit in nice as butter. I haven't had to really fight with any parts so far, which is great. These things actually are pretty nice to put together. Oh, the first Iron-Blooded Orphan kits I did do for Christmas gift for a friend was the Gusion Rebake Full City. The suit I was using while we were playing through the Iron-Blooded Orphan stuff and cross rays. So I had to build all that, his snipper back skirt, and his big weird backpack pods that were actually 2 extra fucking arms. That was fun. Sadly, that was the only accessories that damn thing came with. Just his back skirt snippers. Didn't have his 4 guns, it didn't have his halberd. If I wanted those, I would have to buy, like, weapon packs that they sold that came with a whole bunch of different weapons for all the variety of kits. Which is kind of a boo. Don't make me buy more. I could care less about not having 4 guns. I would have been okay with maybe 2. But you couldn't give me the halberd? Really? It's just a big fucking axe. It'd be like 3 pieces. Okay. So that is a leg with a sticker to show a missing panel on the inside. Okay. Now we gotta build the other leg. Wrong rudder. There we go. Huh, I think this is gonna be end of the A1 runner, because I'm running out of frame parts. I think I literally just have the leg pieces left on here. And then boom. 1 runner done. feels still pretty damn tender today. It's a little better than it was yesterday. Oh my god, yesterday was bad. And I mean bad. Was barely able to move around without it, like, just hurting. And I was at work. I was pretty much limping the entire day. Like, oh my god, I don't know what the hell I did to it, but holy shit. It hurt. Stairs were not fun. Just lying down was actually kind of hard, just because kind of how it rested, it would like... Ugh. I don't know what I did. Is it just because I'm walking a little more? That it? I'm walking to the bus? And then walking home? Is that what's doing it to me? If so, fuck. Okay, empty runner. Okay, what the hell is going on? Why aren't you going on? You are the piece. There we go. Just weren't lining up, that was all. Ugh. am I just gonna be a dumbass for life? I am gonna be a dumbass for life. At this rate. Oh my god! You're not even connected, are you? Okay, seriously. Seriously. That would probably be why I didn't even have this shit on right. This is why I am still an amateur. So I make stupid mistakes like that. There we go. That's better. And then stick. And there we are. We got the left and right legs. Which are very, very much asymmetrical. Not from the back, though. Just from the front. Just their... they got different colored legs. The different types. The Astaroth is very much a patch job. Okay, now I'm making his waist. Haven't even made a single weapon for him yet. That's just how much has to go into his actual body. Wait, did I finish that runner off? Oh yeah, I did finish a runner off. Okay, that's the A1 runner done, and the E runner. Yeah, I'm taking about as long as I usually do. Not surprised. Not surprised in the slightest. But a very, very pointy crotch. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That is Jehudi levels of cockpit. Even though the cockpit is in the chest, I don't care. I just need to say this right now. If you've ever seen Zone of the Enders in the design of the main suit, Jehudi, the cockpit is in the crotch and it sticks out like that. Like, what the fuck? Why is it a literal cockpit? Oh yeah, we're definitely like at the end of this thing now. We're into the colored pages. Looks like I'm putting it all together now. That's one. That's two. One leg. Two legs. And a body. Okay, there we go. There's our Astaroth without any weapons. Actually, there's also a backpack I'm supposed to put on here, but it's literally one piece. Still, the base Astaroth kit is done at the moment. Especially once I get this backpack and his back. Boom. There we go. Astaroth is donezo. Now I just gotta give him weapons, because no Gundam is complete without a weapon. Unless you're something from G Gundam, and then your fists will do. So our first weapon is gonna be that big gauntlet that goes over his left hand. Which is gonna comprise a lot of parts. We're going to use the last blue piece on the entire kit now. And that was actually the last white piece as well. So we just plug that in. Looks like I can choose which one I want at top or bottom, depending on where I want. Do I want the hand more exposed, or do I want it more enclosed? I'll have it more enclosed. for now. And then it just pops into the side of the hand. Alright, there it is with its little gauntlet. It's got 3 fingers that are all can all move independently, including like a thumb. So that's cool. Alright. Next up, its weapons. The rest of its actual weapons. So first off, the gun. Just a big ol' machine gun that fires big ass fucking bullets. Machine gun done. It's just 2 pieces. That's it. Just bang, bang, bang. Next up is its actual knife. Not the demo knife, but the knife. Done. So we've got a gun, and we've got a knife. I wish there was a way I could attach it like a bayonet, but that doesn't seem to be a thing it wants me to do, unfortunately. That's okay, though. Because now we're going to get to the real star of the show here. To the absolute unit. That is its fucking demo knife. And it looks like it takes a crap ton of parts. God help me. Okay, is that just an extra piece? I'm just gonna check something very fast. Do I have just an extra piece left over? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. Can never be too sure, so I can just get rid of this runner. God, the handle for the damn knife is huge. Like, oh my god, that is the handle. It's like half as big as the gun. Jesus H. Christ. This absolute unit. This is gonna be as big as a real goddamn knife. Okay, this thing literally is like a fucking knife at this point. Oh my god. It is bigger than the Astaroth is tall. Good thing it folds up for storage. Just... There, it goes to about half its normal length now. Like, oh my god. Now I'm just building a thing so it can be supported on his back when not in use. Yeah, there, it's just sitting on his back now. Ready to be pulled out and just thrown at someone. Really give him a bad day. So I'm gonna put his gun in his hand. Because why not? If I can get this off. And the knife can go in the other hand with his mech claw. The mech with a mech claw. Right there we go. There's the Astaroth, just fully armed. I mean, this knife looks so bad in his hand. Like, oh my god, it is so small. Compared to the bastard that's on his back. Like... And then we take tiny knife. I can't even really fit them in the same frame! Look at this fucker! Oh my god! Jeez. Why even use this? Why? It's... No. This is a fucking sword. Like, let's see if I can get it in his hand. I'll get it in his other hand so he doesn't have to let go of the gun. Close the mech hand around it to keep it stable, I guess? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you kind of put the mech hand around it and it holds it in place. Like, fuck. That is... Damn. That is impressive. Can he even hold it? Oh my god, it's actually staying. This thing, holy shit. Like, fucking Christ, that's a fucking sword. But it also makes him incredibly forward heavy. So if I want to display him using this damn thing, I'm gonna need to... Actually, no I don't. I just have to move his side skirts to balance it out. Oh my god, this thing is a beast. And that is the end of everything on it. And I don't need that. Okay. Yep, so that does it for the Astaroth. Which, fucking Christ. The sword is wider than my damn head. And I have a big head. So yeah, that's it for this extra stream. That was fun, I would say. I think he's compensating for something though with this sword, because Jesus Christ. One moment. Sorry about that. Someone just had to call at the wrong time. For no real reason, really. Anyway, yeah, thanks again, everyone. Remember, I have 2 streams tomorrow. First in the morning is more Fruit of Grisaya. And then at about this time, like 6:30, 6 o'clock-ish tomorrow, I attempt the Millennium Puzzle. I will snip it together, and then hope I can actually put it together, because again, there are no instructions to actually make it. I just have to pull a Yugi and do it myself. Alright, so, yeah, thanks everyone for, watching, commenting, lurking. Appreciate it very much as always. Hope you have yourselves a great rest of your night, and I'll see you next time.